The UFC 296 press conference took place last night as it featured Leon Edwards, Colby Covington, Alejandro Pantoja, Brandon Royval, Stephen Thompson, Shavkat Rakhmonov, and it also featured Tony Ferguson and Paddy Pimblett. I'm sick, really badly sick. I fucking hate it. Yeah, I suffered an Ian Gary this press conference. In the way he got sick, nothing else. But yeah, I'll break down the press conference in today's video. I have a sore throat and a stuffy nose, so wish me luck. But still, this press conference was nuts. And Colby Covington may have took it a bit too far in some of the stuff he said, but they came off. Edwards started off with, he started off with, saying some shit to Colby, saying he's a drag queen with the outfit Colby Covington was wearing. Says he's a drag queen, and it's funny. It is very funny. Started off, because if he's nice to Covington, and Covington just shit talks him for it, that'll be bad. So he knows Covington's going to come out with some spice. So Edwards just goes right at him first. He looks like a fucking drag queen. And then Colby Covington fires back. There's a lot of stuff that happened in this press conference. Like Colby Covington, they went on to say, oh, you beat guys like Donald Cerrone, who's 40 years old, Nate Diaz, Ricky Waters, don't know who that is, but Diaz and Cowboy are 40 years old. And it's kind of right. Because Leon Edwards, outside of Usman and Bilal, I guess, hasn't really beaten, he has kind of beaten old men who don't really have it anymore. Donald Cerrone don't really have it anymore. Nate Diaz doesn't really have it anymore. Usman too is in that mix, but that's just recently. He fought Diaz and Cowboy when they were way past their prime. And he fought Bilal that went to a no contest. Edwards says he's undefeated in his last 8 fights. And Colby said, oh, yeah, but that no contest interrupts your win streak. It doesn't really, though. I don't think. A loss interrupts your win streak. A no contest shouldn't, really. So you can't really say that. I think his win streak is still on. Because no contest doesn't change that. A draw does change that. But a no contest is different. A draw or a loss does change that. Maybe a draw even doesn't even change that, though. So, I don't know what to say about that. And then Leon said he fought Woodley, who's old and dying. Then Colby went on to say the Cerrone-Diaz situation. But, they were arguing. And Leon, I think Colby took it so far. I'll get to that in a second when it comes up. It was more so the near end of the press conference. And then Colby went to Wonderboy. Alright, and said to Wonderboy, Steven's so nice, cause him and his dad have a van with their kids in it with no windows. Why do you have to go to Wonderboy? We probably thought after Ian Gary pulled out versus Vicente Luque, we probably thought, you know what, yeah. This probably needs to be a mid-press conference, but Colby just went after whoever, like Wonderboy. You got asked if Wonderboy Shav gets a good fight, winner will get a title shot, which is likely. I doubt they're going to give a title shot to Bilal. Fuck him. Doesn't deserve shit. So if Rakhmonov or Thompson win, they should get the winner of the main event, in my opinion. Yeah. So, do one of that. Yeah. But still, he didn't care about those guys on his prelims, but calls Wonderboy a fucking nonce, or a pedo, if we like to say it as. That was really funny. Wonderboy says, all my students would beat you. You're just jealous you're not in the karate band. Wonder Boy's too nice, man. He's just not gonna shit talk you. Alright, he'll never shit talk you. I think he's just focused on Shavkat, a tough test for him. So we'll see. But still, Wonder Boy and Colby had an altercation with Ferguson as well, which was crazy. And Ferguson had an altercation with Paddy. Ferguson brought more of the trash talk side this time, other than being quiet against Bobby Green, Michael Chandler, in those press conferences. I like seeing this Tony. I like it. Does he beat Paddy? Probably not, but hopefully he does, because I love seeing this Paddy. It's just awesome. You know, but then he says, what did it, Tony? Well, Tony and Colby, they were just arguing and they became best friends over America, which was pretty cool. That was really cool. Tony started shit-talking Colby. Colby called him Benedict Arnold, whatever that is. Then Colby just went on with Tony. They kept arguing. Tony says 14 wins, 2 losses. Or 14 wins, 2 knockouts. I forgot what he said there. 14 knockouts or something. He said 14 something. And then Colby said 6-fight losing streak, bitch. Which is suck for Tony. Because he doesn't really deserve to be trash talking when he's on a 6-fight losing streak and getting subbed by strikers like Bobby Green. And Colby says he's rooting for Tony to win. And they just Team America and start screaming, let's go, yeah. It was just pretty fun there. But Colby, man, it was all fun and games right there. Pretty good press conference. But then he says, I'm going to drag... Then him and Leon go back and forth again. Oh, and Pantoja and Royval. Absolute NPCs. Who gives a fuck about that? That's legit the most unhyped... I think Rachmanov Thompson's more hyped than that. And that's a welterweight title eliminator. So, I'm just saying. Like, Pantoja Royval is probably the most... in a MMA... Bale's MMA title fight. The least hyped title fight possibly of all time. That shit is terrible. I'm just gonna be honest. They both were NPCs. Royval though looked like he looked nervous, shaky energy. So maybe the weight cut's gonna get to him. Who knows? But Colby and Leon started arguing more. Leon was saying, okay, whatever. Colby then said, I'm going to take you to the 7th layer of hell. He meant to say, but he screwed it up. It's his hair. I don't know why, but he said hell, correct himself. Then said, we'll say what's up to your dad while we're there. And Leon flipped. Was that bad for Colby to say? Yes. Is he a piece of shit person for doing that? Yeah, realistically, yeah. Because he obviously knew. Because he said, we'll say what's up to your dad while we're there. If you don't know, I mean, I'm sure you do now, but Leon Edwards' dad got shot when he was young. When he was 13 years old. You know? In like a bar in London. That is so far from Colby, man. That is very far. Alright, and it kind of just had, the press conference just kind of had a weird vibe after that. It was still funny. Paddy and Tony went back and forth, but it was just a weird vibe after that. Before it was funny. Oh. You know, Colby took that a bit too far. And it is the fight game. And they're going to punch each other in the face, but still. That's someone's dad that died. Like, I don't know. Like, that's someone's dad that died. You don't, like, you can say whatever you want, say he's a bum, whatever, but, or say Leon's a bum or whatever, but the dad shit is far as fuck. And he obviously knew his dad died, because why would you mention it? Yeah, that's a bit far. That's a bit far. Yeah. And Leon flipped out. Yeah, Leon flipped out. And that was basically it there. Leon, he's emotional, which I am a bit worried about, but I still think he wins. I'm not going to be a pussy and change my pick last minute. I still believe Leon's going to beat Colby. I think he's just better than Colby at everywhere. Not everywhere, but on the feet. And this is where the fight's going to majority place. This is where it'll take place. That's where it's going to take place, in my opinion. I don't think Colby's going to get the takedowns because he'll be due to too damage with the leg kicks. But man, that was really far. And then Tony and Paddy went back and forth. Rachmanov says he's ready for war. Thompson says he's ready for war. Yeah. Colby roasts Ian Gary. And calls us, how many people have fucked Ian Gary's wife? How many people have fucked Ian Gary's wife? Everyone roars in the crowd. And Colby just has like a shock expression on his face. And then Paddy and Tony arguing back and forth. Tony coming out this time. Paddy had some good lines. Honestly, man, Paddy seemed really chill this week. I don't even mind Paddy Pimblett. I think people are starting to realize he's not bad. You know? He's actually a chill person. Cool to hang around. It's just he has hype. You know? And Tony says that... Paddy says he wants Tony, the real Tony, to come out, not this washed version. I hope this is a war, to be honest with you. And Tony just stood there going back and forth. Tony says he's going to make his face get like a ketchup sandwich. And the elbows, the cuts version of Tony are going to come back out. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. I think Paddy's going to sub him. And Paddy says he's going to be over at Tony's unconscious body. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see. Interesting press conference, though. Really interested. Still brought it. It would have been so much better, though, if Ian Gary was there. Would have been so much better, but it was still one of the best of the year. If we look at, like, Prohaska Pereira, that was a shit one. Makhachev Volk, shit. Fucking... Adesanya Strickland was actually pretty shit compared to this. Because Strickland didn't really go all out like I thought he would. And then, what's it called? August was Gary Mack. That was shit as well. I'll look at all the ones this year. Alright. July, bad. June, bad. May was decent. Not really, though, for Cejudo Sterling. April was... Adesanya, that was decent. But that wasn't in this level. What was March? Oh, Edwards Usman. That was not... That was pretty bad itself compared to this. And, February was Makhachev Volk. And January had no press conference. So, this takes a cake in my opinion. Or, like, I think it's either this or Adesanya Strickland. I think this beats that, to be honest with you. Colby Covington did that all on his own. Just shows how fucking boring these MMA fighters are. But Colby brought it. Like, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Weigh-ins. Leon says, say it again, I dare you. Colby says, he says, I'll tell you when I drown you in there. And I'll whisper it in your ear. Brutal stuff from Covington. Brutal fucking stuff. Edwards might be emotional. Who knows? Pantoja Royval was respectful. Royval's a big flyweight. We already knew that. Rachmanov Thompson. Rachmanov's big for the weight class as well. Well, not really big, but he's really tall. Really tall. Like, his width is not really there, but he's very tall for the division. And yeah, Paddy, Tony, nothing much. And yeah, like, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Peace.